What's going on, YouTube? Are black men oversexed and misogynistic? Yeah. I can't say all black men are like that because, quite frankly, no one really knows. But just from our own personal experiences, we can say that, there's a strong number of black males who are oversexed and misogynistic. There's no shame in saying that. It just is what it is. Um, I myself have never cheated on a woman. Um, I don't want credit for it. That's just, what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be, you're supposed to walk with integrity. Um, but I understand that being a black male, especially being young, the onus is on me to um, prove myself in the sense that I am not, oversexed, misogynistic, lazy, all these other things. It is what it is. Whether I like to do it or not, I understand that I have to prove myself. Um, and I respect women that, make men prove themselves for an extended period of time, right? Can he hold his word? Is he responsible? Who are his friends? How is his relationship with his family? What are his future plans? Um, is he a womanizer? All these other things. You know what I mean? I respect women who hold me accountable. Um, and it doesn't really matter what race she is. I just respect that because it shows that, she's on point with her shit. Um, but the sword cuts both ways. Um, I, believe that women also have to, um, you know, prove themselves to be worthy. Um, Especially in terms of, black women, simply because, in my eyes, there's just as many negative stereotypes about them when you compare it to black males. So for me, right, the onus is on her to prove that she's not herself oversexed or a female player. We do have female players who like to have different dudes for different reasons. We all know it. The game, that's how the game works, right? So, it's up to her to prove that she's not that way. It's up to her to prove that, she's not a gold digger and that she's not along for the ride, and that's big to me. It's up to her to prove that she has her own stuff going on. And it's up to her to show tangible evidence. Right? You hear a lot of stories of women talking about what they're going to do, but what are you doing? What steps have you taken? Right? What's your plan? What's your drawn out plan? Right? So those are all the things that I look for. Because growing up, I've had, I don't want to say bad experiences, but I get frustrated and I get irritated easily when I do meet somebody new. And we automatically take this default position that I have to prove myself and that she has all her affairs in order. So it's really up to me to get on her level. That's a no-no. So women want to know what's the quickest way to turn, a decent black man off. Is to automatically, place yourself above him. It's not about putting yourself lower either. It's just about being on the same level. So, I guess the point of this video um, is to talk about how more both sides have negative stereotypes that they have to disprove. And if you don't know what they are, you should look into it. Sometimes I don't think a lot of black women think about the negative stereotypes against them because they always feel like, they're that diamond in the rough. They're that one that's unique. Well, I feel that same way myself, but I still have to prove myself daily. And that's how it should be. Quality control. Right? Standards. So figure out what standards men have for women if you are a woman, regardless of your race. And try to hold yourself to those standards. And I'm not talking about beauty standards. You can throw that out. Right? I'm talking about everything else that has nothing to do with beauty. Because like I said before, what causes black men to be oversexed and misogynistic also affects black women in a certain way. We can talk about how it does for a later video or for a later time. But, you know, what hurts me also hurts you. Right? It may break my leg, it may break your arm, but it hurts us both. So anyways, tell me how you feel, you know, share some of your experiences with this. Take it easy.